So as y'all can see by the title, I am unemployed. God took away my job. He snatched it away, babes. He said, no, we're not doing that no more. Try again. So I wanted to talk about it. So as you guys saw, like if you guys follow me on TikTok, and I think I even posted videos. Actually, no, I don't. I may have posted videos on here about like, come with me to do PCT work. Like, come with me to my PCT job. So, yeah, I love that job. I did it for a year and a half. I left my coworkers, but in the end, it just wasn't paying enough. And so I wanted to find further opportunities. That was like a big one. There was like something else that was going on, but that was like the main part. I just needed to get paid more. Like even though I loved my job, I loved my coworkers, I loved floating, I loved what I did, how it made me feel. But I was like, man, I need to get paid more. So I ended up talking with a friend from Bible study, and I went over her house for cornbread and chili. I'll never forget. And her roommate did something really cool in the medical field, and I was like, IOM, what is that? And she ended up getting me the job. Like, I got an interview, I got selected for the job, I went out to Ohio, I trained for it, I came back, and I was in the hospital training for 2 weeks, and then I ended up getting laid off. I was literally in shock. I kind of still am. Like, it just doesn't seem real. It's like, oh, I don't work anymore. And like the more I watch like medical shows, it's like worse, because it's like it like stings a little, because it's like you used to do that. Like you used to be in the room. Like, and now I feel like I'm just useless. Like, oh, what do? I'm unemployed. Like, there is no sense of self. Like, I think that's really the problem. Like, God was like, babes, your identity is not attached to your job. Like, it's not. But that was my identity. Like, that was okay. Especially since I had graduated too. Like, I think my identity for like so long was I'm a college student. And then when I graduated and I was still working at the job, I just like put my all. I put like so much more of my own into it, because I was just like, man, this is it. Like, I'm done with school, babes. We did it. So I ended up working hella overtime like every week. You guys saw, like, I was working like 4 to 5 overtime shifts. 4 to 5 shifts a week. So I was working overtime almost every week. And yeah, like, I just got used to it. So of course I got used to seeing overtime money. But anytime you're tired and you go back to working your 3 shifts and you're like, oh, this is how I'm gonna get paid, then it's like, okay, yeah. So when I got the job, I was like, man, this is an increase. It was like such a sweet increase, like well deserved, I feel. And I was going to be doing something completely different. I was going to get to go behind the red line in the OR. Like, I was going to be trained in something different. And while I was like waiting to apply to medical school, I was like, this is going to be great. But the only thing is, I signed like a 2.5-year contract, so I would have had to still work that job while I was in medical school. You know, when I get in this year, because I'm saying when I get in. Yeah, because God works miracles. Yeah, so it was intense for sure. The training was intense, and I was switching from overnight to morning shift. Like, I had to be up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, shifts were not that long. It's 12 hours for me, but they were like 8 hours. And 8 hours in the OR is completely different than 8 hours on the floor. Like, 8 hours on the floor goes like this. 8 hours in the OR is slow. Like, so. And then we also had to train for literally a year. We were supposed to be training for a year. And we had to like stay on top of homework assignments, but still have to study for, you know, our exam. And it was like rough. Like, every day waking up was painful. Like, I was like, man, how do people do this? It was so tiring. Like, even for that, like, that amount of time I was doing it, it was so tiring. I was like, man, how am I going to do this for the next 2.5 years? And so I remember there was like an event at Topgolf, like a work event. So I ended up going, and I had found out the day prior by my trainer that we had bought out by another company. I had met one of the people from the other company, and she was going into the OR. I remember coming out, and I was like, oh, hey. And so I ended up finding out that, and so at the merger party, or let's call it the merger party at this point, I was like talking with my director, and I was like, hey, because she had come up to me, and I was like, hey. And she was like, oh, how are you liking the job? I was like, oh, like, I like it. I'm just getting used to it, type of thing. And I remember her saying, yeah, you're going to love it. Like, it's going to be great. And I was like, oh, like, I heard we're having a merger. How is that going to affect our day-to-day? She's like, it's not. It's not at all. I'm not worried. I'm not worried one bit. Nope. We're going to be fine. Nothing's changing. Yeah. I talked with them for 3 different meetings. It was fine. Nothing's changing. I'm good. I'm secure. I am secure. And I remember talking with my coworkers after that, and they were like, yeah, no. She's afraid. Like, she's afraid. Our company's about to change by far. Like, we didn't buy someone else's company out. We got bought out. And I was like, man, this is... So, literally, that party was on Friday. Monday I didn't get scheduled, and I was like, that's weird, because why wouldn't you schedule me and I was off on the weekend? Then on Tuesday I got my letter saying I was terminated, and I was like, it was like a daze. I woke up about to get ready for work, and I looked down and the email said terminated. I was like, I wanted to throw up. I literally wanted to throw up. I was like, no, I need to go to sleep. Let's try this again. This is like a terrible dream. And it literally felt like a terrible dream for literally the next month. And I had this one person in my life that kept saying, like, Miracle, your job's gone. You're terminated. You lost your job. And I'm like, stop saying that. Like, stop saying that. And I was so delusional. I was like, maybe God's going to give me my job back. You never know. You never know. And as the time passed by, I was like, oh, I need to get things in motion. Like, I need to file for unemployment. I need to apply for jobs. And I was like, wait a minute. But this was literally, I got terminated February 4th. And what's today, like, March 20th? Sorry, I'm supposed to be going to my friend's birthday surprise party. So I'm just making sure I'm still on time. So I was like, wait a minute. When everybody was losing their government jobs and everybody was losing like their national park jobs and everything, that's when I lost my job. So I was like, so we're literally all in a situation where we're trying to find jobs, and I was applying literally everywhere, places that I would never apply to because it does not apply to me. And I was getting interviews. I remember I had interview week. I had an interview every day for one complete week, every day. Did I get any of those jobs? No. I'm in the process of getting a new job, but I'm still applying to other jobs because you never know. And the process is long. I literally applied the day that I got terminated from my job, and I'm still in the process of being hired. So yeah, it is a long, lengthy process for sure. And in the end, I feel like I talked with my Bible study members, and they were like, Miracle, you cannot hold your identity and your job and your ego and your intelligence. Like, you cannot hide behind that. Like, God gave you those things and those talents, and that's great, but you should give it to the Lord. You shouldn't feel like, oh, I did this. I went to college for 4 to 5 years. I got this degree. I got these skills. I worked from the ground up, and I got it, and now I'm here. Like, I deserve it. That's some entitlement. Like, no. God gave you that. You should have given it to him, and you didn't. And now I'm like, now I'm here. And I'm learning, like, okay. It is, like, so hard breaking down those walls that you had built up. And now you have to, like, you're like, oh, I have to take those down, but what am I going to replace them with, you know? So, yeah. That is a little tidbit of I guess like the process of how everything got started, like how the ball got rolling, and me getting terminated. But it was literally like one thing after another. Like I even tried to get my old job back, but yeah, that didn't work out either. So it's like Lot's wife when she looks back and she's like, yeah, I went to look back at my old job and be like, please. Yeah, and it's a struggle. It is literally a struggle because right now I feel like I'm in a period where I'm like, the only thing I can do right now is like work for my future. Like I'm focused on my MCAT. That's it. Focus on my MCAT. Then like it put my life into disarray because I had so many things like planned and like trips coming up. And when I got terminated, I literally it was awful. So my family ended up letting me come home. Well, they bought me a ticket to come home, is what I'm trying to say. So I ended up going home for a week and like resetting. I just needed a reset, and I came back and like because I remember I had got like an advance from something, and I paid my bills and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I remember I put some money on a trip, and then I had bought some concert tickets and Airbnb, and I was like, oh, okay. So there's like during unemployment, like it's not so depressing, and that's what I have to look forward to. I just have to slow down, keep my eyes on the Lord, because I promise you, I've never read my Bible so much. Like I pray to Him every day. I always keep my eyes on Him. Like He's like, listen, you thought you were so busy now? Yeah, now you have nothing to do. Now it's just me and you, babes. What are you gonna do? So, yes. If you guys have jobs right now, and you guys have apartments and cars, and you're in school or anything like that, you have children, do not hold them as idols, babes. Like, let the idol go. You cannot idolize those things. Like, nothing can be above Him. So, God's plan is the best plan. Your plan will probably not work out to the T. It will not, actually. Like, my plan has not worked out to the T, but my plan is not better than God's. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.